Hi, welcome to Shepherds. I'm Marlene Shepherd, and today we're doing something a little differently. We've got a very special guest. We have Kathy Donovan here to join us, and Kathy is an author, a speaker, a life coach, and a broadcast journalist. And today we're going to talk about the challenges women have just as life goes on, right? And it evolves as we get older. And of course at Shepherds we deal with the changes on the outside, and we try to help you gain confidence and look the very best you can and give you a few tips of the trade on how you can feel really tremendous. And Kathy, of course, with her experience and her background, you're going to touch on the internal struggles and challenges.
You know, we think funny as human beings. We're all quirky, and we all have some kind of journey. So what I like to do is help people unlearn what they think they know to be true about their lives. And the reason I do it is because it's changed my life to start to think a little bit differently about myself. And in fact, you know, Marlene's brand and mine are very complementary, because what Shepherds does is address the outside with tips and tricks, and what I do is the same thing on the inside for ladies.
Exactly. I mean, you know, you and I'm 65, and I have definitely, my body and life has evolved over all these years, and that's what we hear from our customers. You know, they're going through all kinds of things in their life. Maybe they've retired, or they've changed jobs, or they've been let go. There's a death in the family. They're a widow. They're dealing with an illness, and their body shape has changed. I know mine has dramatically. I used to be a size 10, and now I'm a size 18. So you say, how do I adjust to that body? And there are, as you say, tricks of the trade on how we can look great no matter what size we are, no matter what shape, and no matter what age we are.
You see, when you hear Marlene talking, you know she accepts 100% that she's size 18. It is fabulous. And she knows how to dress so that you look at her and think, wow, she looks great. We all have some kind of journey like that. So it doesn't matter what your shape is, what your number is on the scale. It's irrelevant. It's how you think about yourself and how you see yourself. And that's what we want to do here today, is talk about some of the questions and concerns that we all have, because we all do, and our individual journey, so that we can sort of shape it and feel better about ourselves, because that's what we're here for, is to feel good.
Well, so how does one feel that? Like, you know, you've gone through, as I say, this weight gain, and I've given up. This is it. This is as good as it gets. I'm staying at this weight. But what is it? What's some tidbits and nuggets that helps me walk into a room and feel good about myself?
Well, the number one thing is don't give up. Never give up, because you are such a beautiful soul. Every single one of us is a beautiful soul, and it is our birthright to feel good. This is the mistake that we have with our conditioned thoughts and beliefs. We're taught that if we're a certain number or a certain size, we don't fit into the mold of fashion, which is where what you do, Marlene, so beautifully really helps women, because we all fit. See, for me, being vertically challenged, as I like to say, being a shorty or a petite woman, I didn't think fashion was for me. So I wore baggy clothes, and I just tried to hide in my clothes because I did not see myself reflected in fashion. But when I began to understand what works for me and shifted my mindset about it, I began to really like how I looked. Doesn't matter what's going on underneath my clothes. I accept my body as it is. No shift. I like to use the word shift, not change, because my brain goes all squirrely when I use that word. It's like, I don't want to change anything. If I say shift something, we're just shifting our focus slightly. So if I shift my focus and say, I feel really good today, then I feel really good. That's the energy I'm going to bring. Because no matter what, ladies, the fact of the matter is, when you walk into a room, you bring energy with you. So who are you bringing when you walk into the room? Are you bringing your confidence, or are you bringing your insecurities? And we will know that. We'll feel that from you. So what we want to do here is sort of shift how you see yourself a little bit, and shift how you dress yourself, so you can bring the best you into the room.
And you've always said, I mean, we don't like to say we judge people on the way they look,
Well,
but
yeah.
that is a fact of life. We can't change that. When you walk into a room, people will make an assertion about you, right? So you really want to look your best, and that helps you feel really good inside, because you've got tremendous energy. When you walk into a room, it's powerful. I mean, you're under 5 foot, but boy, you like you're 6 feet tall. You do. I mean, you command that room, and that is dynamic, right? And that's just you making that shift in your mind, and just taking, and it's like same thing. I used to try to hide my body. I'd wear too many clothes and thinking it was like wearing a blanket, and now it's just like, well, this is it.
It's all good.
I'm fine with it. You
Yeah.
might not be, but
Right.
I'm okay.
It's about you. The two things here. One of the things is that what other people think about us and what other people say about us is really a reflection of who they are. Wayne Dyer, the fabulous psychologist and spiritual leader, taught me that. So I got off the idea of waiting for you to approve of what I look like. And once I let go of my attachment to that, then I'm Kathy, and I'm in Kathy's lane. Nobody else has my lane. Same with Marlene. Nobody else can be you. So why not figure out what is for you and do that? And that goes with how you think and how you look at yourself. The other thing is we can't shift anything until we accept what it is. So people often pretend they don't have extra 10 pounds, or pretend they didn't have a failure, or pretend they're not getting divorced. And that's just stress energy on stress energy on stress energy. Denial is a very powerful force in our lives, but until we can accept what's going on, we can't shift anything. So what you guys do here is the same thing I do in my workshops, is I help people accept what's going on. There's nothing wrong with it. Despite the fact that you think the world thinks there's something wrong with it, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just life's journey. That's what life is addressing you with to get your attention. That's it.
And you know, Lynn Spence, you know, who's a fashion guru in Canada, she says the same thing. You know, she said, don't dress the way you used to be, or don't dress the way you think you should be. Just dress the way you are now. Just look the best you can, whether you're a size 2, 18, 20, 24, whether you're 5 foot or you're 6 foot. We can all look really good the way we are. We don't have to adjust, like you say, to everybody else's way that they think we should look.
Right.
And the young people today, they're addressing that more than our generation did, aren't they? I know I have a 21-year-old daughter, and these are issues still plaguing that, but they seem to have a little bit more confidence in stepping forward and being who they want to be.
Well, I love that. And I think, you know, they're looking to us to find out what it looks like to be successful, happy people. People say to me all the time, oh, do you work with teenagers? Because my daughter, and I say, wait a minute, your daughter's looking at you. How are you operating in your life? Because that's her role model. So we need to get it right so that we can influence the younger generation to do it right also.
Well, that's great advice. I love how we work together. We've done many seminars together. We've looked at the outside in terms of how to look the best you can, and whatever you want, and what makes you feel confident when you walk into that room. And you've always got great wisdom to help us with those internal struggles.
Thank you, Marlene.
So thank you for joining us, Kathy.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'd love to hear your comments, wouldn't we, Kathy?
Just comment below. Let us know if you enjoyed our conversation today. Let us know if there are subjects you'd like to know more about, like how to dress after retirement, how to dress so you're not invisible. We want people to see your beauty.
And if you're in a style rut.
Style rut.
Yeah, sometimes we dress like we did 30 years ago. You want to dress current so you feel confident. And you can help with the internal kind of conversation we have about getting that confidence level up when you walk into a room. So please comment below. Let us know how you feel about this and what we can do and help you with some of your questions.
And most of all, enjoy your day.